Welcome to Just Puzzling. My name is Chris. Today we're going to do a Killer Sudoku at the expert level. I do this on my iPad and best of my ability I try and do it without notes. Anyway, let's get into it. Alright, so I can see there's a bit of low hanging fruit there, a single number there. What I also see is that there's 4 cages across here except for this one here. Now, with this, if you've played this before, you know that every box, column and row needs to have the numbers 1 through 9 in them. They can't repeat. When you add 1 through 9, they add up to 45. So this box here will be the difference between 45 and the sum of the other numbers. So 10 plus 10 is 20, plus 13 is 33, plus 8 is 41, makes that a 4. 4 to that is 8, and that is the number that we have. We now have one that's gone over the box. So 26 plus 8 is 26 plus 8 is 34, 42, 53. So 53 minus 45 is 8. 8 seems to be a common theme here at the present time. So 8 is going to be here or here. We can see that there's another one here, which is 23 plus 13 is 36, plus 6 is 42, so this is going to be a 3. That leaves 6, the number 6 here. This could be 1 and 5 or 2 and 4. Okay, with some of these, I'm going to go through some of the boxes here. So with this box here, 23, the only numbers that can add up to 23 is 6 plus 8 plus 9, which is the 23. It can't be any other number in there. So if you see a 17 with a 2 cell cage, it'll be 8 and 9, for example. 16, 7 and 9. 15 here can be 6 and 9 or 8 and 7. Because of this is a 6, it can't be 6 and 9. So it's going to be 8 and 7. With that 8 there, that means this is going to be the 8 there, and that'll be the 7 there. What that also means is for the 13 there, it can be 8 and 5, can't be with the 8 and 5, it can be 7 and 6, can't be that, so, and it also can be 9 and 4. So this is going to be 9 and 4 here. So because I know that this is a 9, that will be the 9 there, and this will be the 4 there. Alright, so we've explained a lot. We can see that the 2 10s will be the leftover. So this is going to be either 1 and 9 or 3 and 7 across those, which will leave this to be a 2, a 6 and a 5 in these boxes here. Okay, we know that 8 is going to be there, we know that 8 can be there or there, don't know much else at the moment. And so this one here is interesting because these 2 boxes add up to 90, and there's one that's gone over, so there's been a breakout there. So 12 plus 6 is 18, plus 20 is 38, plus 23 is 61, plus 7 is 68, plus 11 is 79. So this is going to be 11, and that'll make that a 1. Alright, same deal, we've got a spare cage here now. 1 plus 8 is 9, plus 10 is 19, plus 13 is 32, plus 8 is 40, so this should be a 5 and 3. This is why I really like the Killer Sudokus. I see from the stats when I do my games and everything, it's not real popular, but it becomes more math-based rather than finding the cell. So say for example here, this can be 1 and 7, 3 and 5, or 2 and 6. Now because of the 1 and the 5 here, this is going to be 2 and 6. That'll mean this is 3 and 7. Because of that 3 there, that's going to be a 7, and this will be a 3. Alright, so 3 is one of these 2 here. Okay, so 3 and 4. So now, if I work my way down here, I've got a spare cage here. So 4 plus 10 is 14, plus 7 is 21, plus 23 is 44. That means that's a 1. Okay, so 1 can be here, here or here. Can't be here because that's be in that same box and that's not allowed. Can't be there because 1 and 10's not a number in there, so that's going to be a 1. Okay, so here, so this is 3 and 7 here. The reason I know that is because 1 and 9 is out, 8 and 2 is out, 4 and 6 is out, 3 and 7's there. So this could be 2 and 9 or 6 and 5. This can be 2 and 9 or 6 and 5. This here is actually 5 and 4 because the numbers that make up this is 8 and 1, 8's in that column, 7 and 2, 7's in this column, 3 and 6, 3's in the column, so this is going to be 5 and 4. This is going to be 2 and 5, so 5, so we now know this is 4 and 2. We just got no idea what its order is. We do, because that's going to be 2 and 6, so that means that's got to be the 2, this has got to be the 4, which means 4 can be here, here, or here. That now means that this is 2 and 9, and this is 5 and 4. 5 and 6, because of the 5 there, that's a 5 there, and that's a 6. So we now know that with this being 6, 8, 9, 6 can't be in this cell, so that's 6. 8 can't be opposite there, so that's 8, and this is 9. We know that 9 is down here, we just don't know whether 9 is here or here. So 1, 2, 3. So this is going to be 3 and 7. So 3 and 7, 1 and 9. Okay, so 8 is going to be here or here. So 3 is going to be here. If that's a 3 and 7, that's got to be the 3. That's got to be the 7. Alright, so 7 can be one of these two here. So we know that this is 4 and 8, 3 and 7. Okay, so 5, 2 and 9. So this is 3 and 7 here. So if that's 3 and 7, this is 1 and 9. Because of that 9 there, that's a 9 and that's a 1. Leaving me possibly 1 and 7 here or 1 across those. 3, 7, 2 is up there, 2 is down there. So 2 and 9, so this can be 3 and 5, or it can be 1 and 7. Both of those still work. Okay, so this is now 2 and 4. I just don't know any more than that about them. But if that's 2 and 4, this is going to be 4 and 5. So 4 can't be there because that's 4 there. So 4 has to be there. 5 has to be there. That then leaves this. Remember, this is 5 and 2. 5 and 2. That leaves that there. 2 and 4 there. So 2 is going to be either here or here. If that's 2 and 4, that's got to be a 1 and 5. And the reason being because if that's 2 and 4, that can't be a 2 or a 4. So that means that this one here is going to be a 2, leaving me 11, which can be only 7 and 4, but I can't tell you which way that is for the 7 and the 4. I know that 8 is there, but that's all I know. Three and 7, 5, 2 and 6 can be anywhere. Okay, so we haven't resolved this 3 and 8, 4 and 7 yet, so that hasn't been resolved. So this is going to be 4 and 7 in here. which means that that has to be a 7 there and a 3 there, right? Because this is 4 and 7, so 7 couldn't be there. We knew it was a 3 and 7. Okay, so 7 has to be in this column because that's going to be the 3 and 4 and 7 there, so 7 has to be there. Which leaves me with an 8 here, so 8's still there. But 8 can't be, so because that's 3, 8 can't be there, so that's an 8. Which leaves 8 and 1 here, because of the 8 there, that's an 8, that's a 1. Which leaves 1 up here somewhere, can only be there. 3 can only be there. So what are we looking at? We're looking at a 5 and a 2. So 2 can't be there, so 2 is there, which means that's got to be a 9. 5 is here, which means that's got to be a 6. That leaves me 1, 2. So I remember this is 2 and 6 here. That can be a 6 because that couldn't be 2, which means this is a 2 here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Still got 4 and 7 over here, but don't know much else. I do actually, because that is a 4 and 2. So that's got to be a 7. That's got to be the 4. So over here, it's got to be 4 and 7 here. So 7's there, so that's a 7. That's a 4. Remember, this was going to be the 8. This is going to be the 3. I think I said that wrong before, because I think I told you that was going to be a 7. But anyway, I got that wrong. 5 plus 11, 16, plus 18 is 34, plus 7, 37 is 8, which makes sense. 8, 8, 8, which leaves me 9 there because of this 9 here and a 6 here. So we've got 6, 3, and 9. So 6 can't be here, 3 can't be here, and 9 can be anywhere at the moment. What have we got here? So we've got 10 plus 11 is 21. To get up to 45 is 24. 24 from 33 is 9. So that's the 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we now know that no order of that makes sense. So this has got a 1 in it, in this row, 1. That makes that 6, so this is going to be a 7. So 7 is going to be there because of these two 7s here. This is still unresolved 2 and 9. Fabulous. No, that can't be a 4 because that adds up to 8. So 4 is going to be there. 2 is going to be there. Remember, this is still 2 and 9, so 2's there, 9's there. Going up the stack, that's a 9 there. Can't be a 6, so that's a 3. That's a 6 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which leaves us with 2 and 5 there. Don't know much. Oh, I've got a 2 there, so that's a 2, that's a 5. This is going to be 3 and 5 because of the 5 there. That's a 5, that's a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 has got to be there, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, so we did that in just on 14 minutes. Pretty happy with that. It was pretty straightforward. Till next time, bye for now.